sweet trip down memory lane. This is the hood that I grew up in. It's currently going through a transition where the land got bought out and everyone that lives here has to get out, so they're getting a bit of a stipend to move their mobile home or to buy their mobile home out. But yep, this is the hood that I grew up in here. 7403 East Riverside. I lived in the mobile home number 4, so as you can see, these trailers here are missing. So 1 would be here, 2, then 3 would be there, and my house would be somewhere around here. We would go into those woods pretty often. This here was the office in this small little field here. We would play all the games. We played a game here called Smear the Queer. Not very politically correct anymore, but we loved it, man. That was a great game. It taught you a lot about tackling and being fearless when it comes to running the ball and asking for the ball and getting the ball. And you saw who was afraid and who wasn't. This was also a hill here that we would go up and down, and we would use broken down, those little power cars that you use for kids, and we would take the batteries off of them and we would fly down the hill, fly down our bikes, rollerblades, things like that. I swear, man, it didn't seem this way when I was growing up here, but definitely it's a lot different. But that's how all things are, aren't they? You live in a place, and when you're living in it, it doesn't seem that bad. But when you pull yourself out of it, it seems a little different. Look at that Del Valley sign. That's the high school that I went to. This is the area where we hung out, broke into a lot of houses just to kind of see how it was, smoked things that we probably shouldn't have smoked. But you learn, man. You learn a lot of things in these neighborhoods. There's only one way in, one way out in this neighborhood. This was the office. This is the other side of that small field. And then right about here, there used to be a basketball court. So this is the steps we would call, hang out there. But right here was the basketball court, right across the street from our house. So the moment we heard that ball bouncing or anything like that, or we peeked out, came out here and just played the game. But this was the spot, played regularly. Out here, there's a bigger field, which we played the longer games, the bigger games. So this field here is, we played the full field football games, we played the baseball games, and the deal. Also the woods there. We traveled in and out of those woods plenty of times. So life's a little different now for us, and this was a transition for us. So we were in a different part of Austin, and then we moved here. My dad bought the mobile home cash, and then he saved up, and then we bought a property. But I was in this neighborhood for 17 years. I was 17 years old when we left. We were in the neighborhood for about 12 years, and I loved it. It seemed awesome when I lived here. Bunch of kids my age, played a lot of sports. Only a few of us made it out, but it was a very good learning experience for us. Had a really strong family who kind of kept us a little focused, even though we did try some crazy stuff. But again, it was just a transition, and now we're just moving forward. Our son Lion's life's going to be a little bit different than this, and it's a blessing. We've worked really hard to make that happen and continue to. So wish you guys the best. Don't forget where you come from, but always, it's just a stepping stone of where you're going to be. Peace.